Introduce Karen DeVries.
So my speech is a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but I got permission for this ahead of time. So good afternoon, everyone. It's so good to be back here. I just want to thank the Hall of Fame Committee for this special honor. It is such a privilege for me, and being back here has brought back so many memories. I will always fondly remember many different seasons and many different athletes. I have some of those athletes here today. Thank you for coming. I will talk about more about them in a minute. But I do want to thank to all the family and friends and parents who came to support me. And although, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. And although my parents couldn't make it today, I want to give them a special thank you for allowing me to develop a love for running at a young age and then supporting me throughout my college and coaching years. So thank you, Mom and Dad. I know you're not here, but this is being videotaped for you. I would also like to thank my amazing husband, who gave me the greatest support of all. You don't coach for 25 years without great spousal support. He was always there for me in any and every situation. He loved cross country and track just as much as I did, and I can't thank him enough for how hard he worked for me and the teams. I must thank my assistant coaches over the 25 years, Debbie Frey, Nick Kavanaugh, as you just heard, and Boomer Nelson, who put up with my crazy ideas and helped me become a better coach. I truly appreciate everything they did for me and the teams, and I have a lot of good memories coaching with them. Ultimately, I thank God for his many blessings and the way he worked in and throughout the team. I cannot take credit alone for the successes during my years of coaching. It was God working in me and through the team and giving me good athletes and good coaches. A verse that had meaning to me as an athlete myself, and then as a coach, I would like to share with you. It's found in 1 Corinthians 9:24, and it reads, "Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize." The race and prize for me is for eternity, and keeping my eyes fixed on the one who gave his life on the cross for me. This verse was always important because it helped keep everything in perspective. I'd like to tell you a quick story about winning our first state championship, which was in 1999. It actually all began in 1998. In 1998, we had a good team. We made it to the state meet. We had lots of talent, and we were even expected to finish in the top 5. Well, we finished a disappointing 14th that year, and the team, including myself, were basically speechless. On the way home on the bus, I think they were trying to figure out what to say to me, and I was trying to figure out what to say to them. Just a few minutes into the long bus ride home, a few of the girls came up to me and said that they had a team meeting and said that they were ready to turn things around. Well, that was all a coach needed to hear, because I was ready to tell them what we needed to do for the following year. They were all on board. So we went back to Valpo and we went back to work, and we turned something negative into something positive that day. So the following year, we dominated all the way to the state meet, and we won the state meet with just 46 points, and our top 5 runners finished within 18 seconds of each other. In fact, that day I told our number 1 runner, Jill Scully, that when she finished her race to turn around because she would see her teammates finishing right behind her. Well, later that day she told me she did that. She turned around, but her teammates were already in the chute. They had already finished the race because they were that close together when they finished that day. People would often ask me how I kept the teams motivated to run well year after year. There are many ways to be successful. There's not just one way, because that would be too easy. But the most important motivator of all was just to prepare them. Prepare them in every way, doing many things right, and which entailed doing many things right. Everything we did was geared toward the state meet. We didn't really talk about state on a daily basis. The girls just knew what they were being prepared for. They were motivated to run well because they trained to run well. And each girl wanted to race her best because she knew her teammate was going to race her best. Another important area that we worked on was in team sportsmanship. It mattered how the girls conducted themselves on and off the course. Since they were a top team, they were being watched by their teachers, opponents, and other coaches. I always told my teams that when they were up front receiving an award after a race, that I was proud of them because not only did I know how hard they trained, but I knew what outstanding young women they were becoming. I have a few of these young women here today, and I would like to brag on them for a moment because after all, they were such a big part of the team's success through the years. I'm going to mention their names, and I'm going to use their last names so that you guys will recognize them a little bit easier. Julie Martz ran from 2000 to 2003. Her teams won 3 state championships and 1 state runner-up. She's all conference, all sectional, all regional 3 times each, all semi-state twice, was in the top 25 at state twice, placing 23rd both times, and she's an Indiana All-Star. Andrea Kent, who could not make it at the last minute, but I would still like to recognize her. She ran from 2000 to 2005. Her team won 3 state championships and 1 state runner-up. She's all conference, sectional, and regional 3 times. She's all semi-state 1 time, was in the top 25 at state 2 times, placing 18th and 17th, and she's an Indiana All-Star. Megan Steiner, she did not run cross country, but she's here today. She did run track. She was coached by Coach McCall and Coach Kavanaugh in track. And she holds the 300-meter school record. She was sectional champ and set the sectional school record in the 300-meter hurdles. She placed 3rd in the 300-meter hurdles at the state meet. She ran on the 4x1 record-setting relay team. She ran on the 2007 state runner-up track team. Her twin, Molly Steiner, also could not be here at the last minute, but she ran from 2003 to 2006. Her team won 2 state championships and 2 state runner-ups. She's all conference twice, all sectional and regional 3 times, all semi-state 1 time. She ran in the 2007 state runner-up track team, and she competed in the state meet 3 times. Lauren Hardesty ran from 2003 to 2006. Her team won 2 state championships and 2 state runner-ups. She's all conference, sectional, regional, and semi-state all 4 years. She's an individual sectional champ twice. She was in the top 25 at state 4 times, placing 12th, 11th, 7th, and 5th. She's a state champion in track, a 1,600-meter run, and she ran on the 2007 state runner-up track team. She's an Indiana All-Star. Her twin, Amanda Hardesty, also couldn't be here at the last minute, but she ran from 2003 to 2006. Her teams won 2 state championships and 2 state runner-ups. She's all conference, sectional, and regional 4 times. She's all semi-state 3 times. She's an individual conference champ, an individual sectional champ. She was in the top 25 at state 3 times, placing 16th and 15th twice. She ran on the 2007 state runner-up track team, and she's an Indiana All-Star. Angelica Perez, she's a neighbor and close family friend. She ran from 2007 to 2010, and she competed in the state meet in 2009. My daughter, Caitlin DeVries, ran from 2008 to 2011. She's an all-conference, sectional, regional, and semi-state champ, all conference, all sectional, all regional, and all semi-state all 4 years. She's an individual conference champ. She's an individual sectional champ 3 times. She's an individual champ, regional champ 2 times. She was in the top 25 at state 2 times, placing 17th and 4th, and she's an Indiana All-Star. So this is just a few of the highlights of what these girls have accomplished, and just a small portion of what my coaching days were like while at Valparaiso High School. It was a privilege coaching these girls and others, and watching them grow as student athletes, and now I have the privilege of watching them raise families. Thank you once again to the Hall of Fame Committee for this privilege and honor. Congratulations to all the inductees, and thank you to the VHS administration for allowing me to coach and do what I love for 25 years. Thank you.
As head coach, DeVries, these are what goes on the plaque. So, as head coach, DeVries led the girls cross country program to unprecedented heights during her tenure, 1988 to 2011. Vikings consistently were the top team in Northwest Indiana and always among the best in the state. In an 8-year span from 99 to 2006, Valpo won 5 state championships and was runner-up the other 3 seasons. DeVries led the Vikings to 13 DAC conference titles, 15 sectional and regional championships, and 12 semi-state trophies. Her teams qualified for state 22 of 25 seasons and had 2 other third-place finishes. She won 11 Coach of the Year awards from the ICGSA and the IATCCC and was named National Federation Section Coach of the Year in 2002. Teams were ranked among the best in the nation 4 times, including 2nd in 2002 and 4th in 2003. As an assistant track coach, 3 of our athletes won individual state titles. VHS Hall of Fame member Colette Douglas, Lauren Hardesty, and Megan Rannick. An excellent runner herself, DeVries won the prestigious Popcorn Panic in Valparaiso 3 times. She was inducted into the Wadsworth, Ohio Hall of Fame in 2006. The IATCCC Hall of Fame in 2012, the Medina County, Ohio Hall of Fame in 2015, and the Grace College Hall of Fame in 2017.